Okay, welcome to Module 7 of 8. You are almost done. Congratulations. So this week is project week. There's no discussion. It's just you and your project. Make sure that you consult the guidelines and rubric. It tells you exactly what to submit. It gives a perfect checklist of what to go through and exactly what to submit. So make sure that you are consulting that. Also, remember, every assignment we have done in this class was in preparation for the project, but do not just copy and paste. You want to rewrite, revise, make it readable, make it flow, and then submit exactly what it says in the project guidelines and rubric. Some of you did not fare so well in your Module 5 secondary sources, and that was not because of any problem with the source. The problem is when you use a template, you already set yourself up for a little bit of a higher similarity score. Everything that you submit goes through a similarity checker. When you have used a template, you're going to have a higher score. So the way that you keep your similarity score under control, such as in the Module 5 secondary sources assignment, is to put your own words into the assignment. So sometimes I think the temptation for the summary part is to just copy and paste from something else. Well, that's going to land you with a very high similarity score. You need to read enough about the book that you can give a summary in your own words. Another thing for credibility, some people just put facts. So that's not enough. Why is the source credible? Who's the author? What's the author's education? What's the author's work? Have they published on this subject extensively? Is this a peer-reviewed book? You've got to add more detail. And as you do that in your own words, your similarity score goes down. Ideally, we should see similarity scores that are less than 30% for that secondary source assignment in Module 5. So I tried to leave really detailed feedback if you had a problem with your similarity score. Please reach out to me. You can submit a new submission for full credit. I just want you to understand, and same with bias. I need something more than this is not biased. Everything is biased. Everything. If it is written by a human being, it's biased. So, and even AI, who put the AI to begin with? Where did that come from? I don't know that you could even say AI is not biased. But definitely when you have a human author, whatever you're reading is biased. So you need to figure out what angle are they coming from? What story are they trying to tell? And you can do enough research to figure that out without, it shouldn't take hours upon hours. But you've got to give more detail, because otherwise then you have that template working against you on the similarity side of things. When you put the APA style citation, there's only one way to do that correctly. That's working against you with the similarity score. So you've really got to develop your summary. You've really got to develop the credibility, the bias, and then the relevance. Where does it fit? Is it the premier work on your topic? Is it, something? You've got to do enough research, external research, to figure out, how does this book fit with existing scholarship? Why is it important? And then put that in your own words for the assignment. So that's my blurb on the Module 5 secondary source assignment. If you're struggling, please reach out to me. I am here to help you. So we're in week 7. If you've got to redo your Module 5 assignment, and everybody had secondary sources. I think this is the first time I've had a class that had all secondary sources as required. Good job. But you've got to develop those other areas, the summary, the bias, the relevance. You've got to develop the credibility. You have to develop those other areas more, and that just takes a little more research. Okay, so if you have any questions about your project as you go along, reach out. I'm so excited to read them as you submit them. I wish you a wonderful week, and reach out with questions.